Welcome back to the Raptors RapUp podcast. I am your host, Edwin Lingam. And man, what a game, what a game, what a game. The three East powerhouses going head to head in Raptorland, and the Raptors came up on top 113-102, double-digit win. But this game was closer than it looks. Throughout the entire game, the Raptors and 76ers just kept going back and forth. Both teams with about 9-point leads going throughout the game until the fourth quarter, where the Raptors pushed to the double digits and held on for the double-digit win. But Raptors know Jimmy Butler is a Raptor killer, and he has great games against the Raptors, and man, he was on fire once again. Just killed the Raptors from outside, inside, getting to the free throw line, was just doing everything he wanted on offense. 38 points on the night to counter Kawhi Leonard with another game. Strong game from Leonard once again, and he was doing everything he wanted offensively. 36 points on the night. 5 threes from Kawhi Leonard alone. Beast game. But the star of the show was JV. Off the bench, he came in and he was looking to score on Embiid. Every possession that he had, gone to 3 early fouls in that first quarter, kept him out of the whole first half. They pretty much kept him out for most of the third quarter, because that's when Serge Ibaka plays with the starting lineup. But man, when JV stepped onto that court in that fourth quarter, whew, unstoppable. 18 points in the fourth quarter for JV. Lithuanian Lightning striking once again. He was slamming it. He was scoring in the post on Embiid multiple times and once. Fadeaway shots. Everything JV wanted, he was getting. And great move by Nick Nurse, not subbing out JV and let him play the entire fourth, was just unbelievable. The thing is, JV only played less than 5 minutes in that first quarter, but he had 8 points. And then in the fourth quarter, he had 18 points. And he played less than 20 minutes and scored 26 points on the night. 6th man of the year, maybe. But man, he was highly efficient. And he was guarding Embiid real well. Even though he bit on his pump fakes a few times, the Raptor defense helped out multiple times. And you can keep JV on the floor if you can defend for him and hide his flaws. And that's exactly what the Raptors did. But man, the 76ers, other than Jimmy Butler and JJ Redick, who also had a 20-point night, really didn't get much offense from anybody else. Embiid, 5 of 17, just didn't look into it, was turning the ball over, was slow, wasn't animated as he usually is, wasn't excited and playing with enthusiasm, and just didn't look like he wanted to play tonight, and he shot the ball terrible. Ben Simmons had 8 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. Great numbers overall, but the last time Simmons played the Raptors, he had 11 turnovers. Not much better tonight, 7 turnovers. Just boneheaded plays and just trying to make the flashy pass. I know he got that one behind the back, but after that, his passes weren't as sharp. He's just making bad mistakes here and there, just out of control. If he could just slow down the turnovers and maybe take a couple mid-range jumpers, he could really expand his game, because it's kind of too easy to guard him. And then Kawhi Leonard, who's on Simmons, was just helping out on everybody else and just stealing the ball or blocking from behind. It was great for the Raptors, but that's a huge weakness for the 76ers, and they gotta learn how to get Ben Simmons maybe in the post a little more, because he was kind of efficient in the post with his big size. He can probably post up and can pass out of there. But the Raptors took advantage of the 76ers on the inside, because the Raptors actually crashed the glass a lot in this game and got extra possessions. But the Raptors' poor shooting continues. Raptors, I believe, was 8 of, what was it? The Raptors were 8 of 29 shooting the basketball from outside. Just poor shooting. again from the outside, and just wide open looks from everybody. Lowry missed some great looks, and he was missing some wide open looks. Man, this game could have been over a long time ago if Lowry hit some threes. And then Danny Green was open. OG, another air ball, just poor shots. Van Vliet was missing most of his shots until he got a three, and then he got a jumper, so he got it going a little bit. But DeLon Wright was missing, CJ Miles was missing. You just had poor 3-point shooting all along the court. Kawhi Leonard had 5 threes. The Raptors hit 8 threes as a team. So Kawhi hit more than half the threes for the Raptors. And boy, did the Raptors need every single one he had. Lowry did hit the dagger 3 to ice this game and drew 2 huge charges in this game to really shift the momentum. But the spark of the game, Greg Monroe, his steal and one on the break was huge when the Raptors definitely were struggling on offense in that first half, and where JV picks up his 3rd foul. So you have Greg Monroe for this reason, when one of your bigs on foul trouble, to provide that extra minutes of physicality that the Raptors need, and he played well. Gotta give up to the Moose. A veteran, always game ready. Anytime you need him, he steps right in, and he was great. So Greg Monroe, shout out to you, man. You played well. And the Raptors as a whole just grinded it out in that 4th quarter. And against a 76er team that's quite lengthy, the Raptors did a great job of keeping the basketball, not turning the basketball over, because the 76ers turned the ball over 21 times, which led to their downfall. The Raptors only turned the ball over 11 times. And when you take care of the basketball and defensively rebound as a team, the Raptors are great on the offensive end, so there's no problem there, and it worked out. Just gotta work on the 3-point shooting and more rebounding drills. Apparently Nick Nurse was working on rebounding drills all after that Denver game, and it kind of showed up a little bit, but still gotta work on it. There's gotta be some more box outs. Everybody's just jumping for the basketball. It's not gonna be efficient. It's not gonna work against everybody. But on Mandela night, when T-Mac was in the building, Chris Bosh is in the building, Chris Tucker, Joe Carter, everybody was in the building. The Raptors showed up big time and beat down on the Philadelphia 76ers, who were 3rd in the East. So it was a big game. And the 76ers have been playing well with Jimmy Butler. So this is a big game for the Raptors, and keep using that momentum and keep bouncing back and keep going, Raptors. Just keep that momentum going. On to the next one. Peace. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Smash that like button, guys. Until next time. Deuces.